Okay, time to get Tucker's takes on Sunday's NFL slate. Welcome back, Ross. I know week 1 was very kind to you. Now, week 2, not so much. You like the Eagles a lot. You like Jalen Hurts a lot. They let you down, but the good thing about the NFL is there's always next week. And next week is right now, so let me start by asking you, what do you have to say for your beloved Eagles falling to San Francisco last Sunday?
Well, listen, a couple of things. First of all, I played for 5 teams that weren't the Eagles. I don't know if I'm going to go beloved Eagles, but I did grow up an Eagles fan.
You're from Pennsylvania, right? You're from Pennsylvania?
I know. I did grow up an Eagles fan outside of Philly, and it is cool to do their preseason games on TV now, so I do like when the Eagles do well. Honestly, Emerson, they blew it, I thought. I thought they got the better of the action, especially in the first half. The Eagles totally dominate, over 200 yards. The Niners couldn't do anything, but red zone, goal line, that's what matters, man. You get stuffed on a 3rd and 1, get a field goal blocked. Then 1st and goal from the 1, you score no points. That's how you lose. So the good news is I thought the Eagles did a lot of positive things. The bad news is they were probably the better team and they lost. That's never good because there's going to be some weeks where they're just not the better team.
Yeah, at least you're not like Kevin Hart and you lost a bet and you were stuck wearing 49ers gear like later in the week, you know. But forget the past. Forget the past here, Ross. We're living in the now. Some real big game totals highlighting the week 3 action. Bucs at the Rams, Seahawks at the Vikings, Chargers at the Chiefs are all above 50 points. So which game are you most confident in taking the over?
You know, I think I'm going to go Bucs and the Rams. I'm a little surprised that neither one of these defenses has performed very well this year. You know, they were 2 of the best defenses in the NFL last year, but they both clearly taken a step back thus far. The Bucs will not have Jason Pierre-Paul, so they're going to have to find other ways to get a pass rush. And I think Sean McVay, Emerson, knows he has to match Brady touchdown pass for touchdown pass. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's the game of the week, and I think it goes over the total.
All right, so you're not worried about it being a trap game for Tampa Bay. Maybe half an eye there on going to Foxborough in week 4?
No, I don't think so. I mean, look, Brady's well aware of what happens the following week, but he's about as dialed in as any guy I ever played with. I think he wants to beat the Rams. He knows that how important it is. As much as he wants to beat the Patriots, trust me, he'd rather win another Super Bowl. And beating the Rams gives him a much better chance at the number 1 seed, which gives them a much better chance to win the Super Bowl.
Right, and that's the stadium the Super Bowl will be played in this year as well. Justin Fields in. Andy Dalton out for Chicago. That's when the Bears visit the Browns at 1 o'clock Eastern time. Cleveland, a touchdown favorite. How much do you like the rookie's chances, though, of keeping this close in his first start of the season and covering the spread, Ross?
This is a stay-away game.
Ooh.
I have absolutely no idea. I never say that. But, man, you got to have some serious stones to bet on a rookie quarterback making his first start. I mean, he could come out and make a bunch of plays. I think he'll make some plays, and maybe the Bears win. I also wouldn't be surprised if he throws 2 or 3 picks and the Browns win by 4 touchdowns. I mean, both of those are within the realm of possibility. There's that much variance possible. I would say stay away from this one unless you have a really good feel for how Justin Fields is going to play. I certainly don't.
Which other Sunday spread do you like in week 3?
You know what? I like Green Bay.
Ooh.
I like the Packers in San Francisco. I'm a little bit nervous about the Packers defense. It seemed like Jared Goff had 10 seconds to throw, especially in the first half of Monday night's game against Green Bay. But I felt like Aaron Rodgers kind of got his groove back like Stella in that movie one time. And I think this is a toss-up game. I'm a big believer, Emerson. Anywhere you see me, Even Money Podcast, anything on social media, if I think it's a toss-up game and one team is getting a field goal or more, I'm taking them, dude. Because I think there's like a 50% chance they win. And then if they lose, there's a decent chance it's only by a point or two, or maybe you push with 3. Take Green Bay in the points.
Yeah, 49ers 2-6 ATS in their last 8 home games as well. So I like this pick by you. What's your favorite game total, and why are you taking the over or under on it?
So it's Monday Night Football, and it's the under, and I don't understand this total. I mean, the Eagles have given up 23 points total in 2 games. Now they're going against a Cowboys bunch that barely put up 20 last week against the Chargers. They don't have Lael Collins, don't have Michael Gallup. Meanwhile, the Cowboys defense is way better than it was last year. Micah Parsons, who I first saw play his 3rd game in 9th grade, is an absolute machine. The Eagles offense not exactly firing on all cylinders. Emerson, I don't like the under in Monday Night Football. I love it.
What about the Birds bouncing back or Dallas moving to 2-1 like on the year here? It's that NFC rivalry game. Just because you touched on it, I just want to follow up with that.
Yeah, you know what? Toss-up game. So I'm all over the Eagles and the points. Sort of what I said about Green Bay earlier. Give me the Eagles. Give me the points. But I'd also say this. I guess I just feel like if it's a close game, it's a toss-up game. The Eagles got the raw end of that last week. The Cowboys got the better of it. So I think it's more likely it flips back in the other direction. And the Eagles certainly are not going to allow Micah Parsons to be the game wrecker he was for the Cowboys against the Chargers, not against Lane Johnson and the Eagles offensive line. So I'll take the Eagles to get it done on Monday Night Football.
Now, in this NFC East rivalry, too, the home team is 5-0 ATS in the last 5 meetings. Before you get out of here, let's talk DFS. Jalen Hurts hurt you in week 2, as we have mentioned, but just under 22 fantasy points. That's not too shabby, Ross. However, he carried a 6.8 price tag and was the 14th highest scoring quarterback on the slate. So we're going to need better from you today. Who is your man this Sunday?
So first of all, I thought we were moving on from last week. You said earlier, like 5 minutes ago, we're moving on, but now you just went back to a bad call by me.
It's a full circle conversation. That's what we're doing. We got to hit the DFS. Yell at my producer.
I'm just messing with you, man. You know what's funny? I was going to say Brett Hundley and just go totally off the board until Carson Wentz practiced on Friday. You can't do it. So you know my philosophy, man. I'm going for the gusto. I want to win the whole thing. I'm going Justin Fields. I know there's high variance. Guess what? No risk it, no biscuit, baby. He might be terrible, but he might be awesome. He might run for a couple touchdowns. He might throw a couple touchdowns. He might run for a bunch of yards. So I don't think many people will have Fields in their lineup, so he will be in mine.
Even though you said earlier, that's a stay-away game for you on the sportsbook side.
Stay away from a betting perspective because there's high variance in terms of how Fields will perform. That is something I'm willing to stomach and take my chances on if I'm trying to win a DFS tournament this weekend.